Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. Yahweh, which is named the Most High, and Yahushai, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just wanted to do a little short, breakdown, or a commentary, so to speak, on the topic of the rapture. Okay, now, just gonna be only a handful of scriptures. Lord willing, I'll do another, breakdown, in the future, more in depth, breakdown. But I just wanted to focus on the book of First Thessalonians, the fourth chapter. I'm gonna start at the 13th verse. It says, and this is First Thessalonians chapter 14, verse 13. It says, "But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushai will God bring with him." Right, now, and that I wanted to focus real quick. Mind of God always brings up, the verse that speaks about, I don't know off the top of the head, but speaks about, I believe it might be Revelation, the 19th chapter, speaks about, Christ returning and with his elect, right, with those with him, right? Christ returns and those with him. And he says, well, see, that means it has to be, pre-plague rapture. That's not true, because it just said the souls of the dead come with the Lord, man. All right, and to prove that they're, because it says asleep, what does that mean? I believe it's Mark the chapter 11, verse 11, if I'm not mistaken. Yahushua clearly speaks about, Lazarus, and he's, everyone fault that he was saying, Lazarus is taking a nap, because he said, our friend Lazarus is just sleeping. But then, when he knew what they were thinking that, he told them, no, he's actually, dead, because they didn't understand what he meant. And when I say he, I mean, Yahushua, if you read the story. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. It says, for chapter 13, or Slakia, I'm trying to find where I left off here, because I don't have this highlighted, because this is a newer Bible. Chapter 14 and verse, 15, Slakia. "For this we say unto you, by the word of Yahweh, that we which are alive remain unto the coming of the Lord, should not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord." Right, so what is that talking about? All right, clearly that debunks what Mind of God was saying about, oh, well, the Lord's going to return with the elect. No, it says that he returns with the souls of those that were asleep. Okay, which means those who passed away already. Right, that's what that means. Okay, another good one, which I bring this out usually. But we'll get it again, and I apologize about the screen. Hey, that's the demons for you. I gotta continue to press it when it goes dark or dim, so to speak. Because if I don't, it will X out of the video and will end it, prematurely, so to speak. So I apologize about the inconsistency. Let's see, I wanted to bring this out. Matthew chapter 24, verse 27. It says, "For as lightning comes out of the east and shines even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together." And immediately after the tribulation, it doesn't say after, the pre-plague, after the, pre-plagues, right? It doesn't say pre-plagues. It says immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then, not before, but then, after all that, shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Okay, so clearly. Oh, and I also wanted to address this real quick. He always points out, that the Lord's going to return on a peaceful day. But you know what? That's another video I want to do a video on that, right? When the Lord returns, it will be relatively peaceful because we're talking post, mark of the beast. Okay, so it's going to be relatively peaceful. You know why? Because the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah. Okay, what was the days of Noah? It was, everything business as usual. And then the Lord, brought the flood. So when Christ, or Yahushua, returns, it's going to be relatively peaceful. Okay, the elect are going to be hiding where they are. And, business is going to be going on in Babylon. And just to prove that, undeniably, if you go to Revelation 18, it speaks about the merchandise, of the other nations being sold by ship to Babylon, which is what, America. So it shows you that, all can't be all out, World War and what that at that moment. Because, why is China still sending America merchandise if China's at war with America? Then that don't make sense. So, that's going to be another breakdown we got to get into. So, yes, it makes sense with this here. I'll show you. I'll read it. Matthew chapter, Salakia. Stutter a little bit. Anyway, Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But of that day and that hour knows no man, no, not the angels of heaven, no, not but the Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew it not, until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. The woman shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour the Lord does come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known at what watch the thief would come, he would not have watched. He would have watched. It would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Right, so I just want to, bring out those couple scriptures. Lord willing, I will do a more in-depth video breakdown in the near future, because it is a very important topic, especially in the time that we're, living in now. Okay, but I just wanted to, bring out a couple precepts on it. Anyway, with that being said, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai for his truth, and I'm going to say shalom.